Hello guys, am I audible? Hope my voice is clear to you. So I'm starting. So what we are going to discuss today, we are basically going to focus how to implement a static website using the Linux platform. So basically, what we need a AWS console for this. And we need to create a EC2 instance by utilizing the Linux platform. Is it clear? Just give me a moment. Okay. Now, first of all, we need to open up a Linux environment. So we need to utilize the EC2 service. I'm clicking on the EC2 service. I'm going for the launch instance. I'll go for a launch instance. And here I'm creating a static website, demo website Linux platform. Okay. And we are taking a Linux environment for this. And by default, T2 micro we have to consider because of the free tier eligibility. Okay. And we need to consider a PEM file. We need to consider a PEM file. And then here we need to go to the advanced setting. Here we need to go to the advanced setting and we have to utilize a user data over here. We have to utilize a user data over here. You can choose any file. You can choose any file over here, or I do have a by default script with me. I do have a by default script with me, which I can utilize. Okay, which I can utilize. Now I'm pasting it down here. Okay. Now I will launch instance. Sai, please switch off your video. Switch off your video, Sai. Then we can go to this alphanumeric number and we can launch the instance. Okay. Once we have launched this instance, then what we have to do? It's running. So we will go down here and we will check whether this public IP is working or not. Okay. But as of now, what you will see, this IP will not work. Why? Why this IP will not work? Because of certain permission. There is a concept called as inbound rule. There is a concept called as inbound rule. What is inbound rule? See, an inbound firewall rule serves to protect the internal network system from the outside threat. See what we have done here today means through this, what we have done, we have created an internal website. Okay, but I do not want some external threat to come into this internal one and they can do some data breach. So I don't want those things. So for that, I want a firewall to be established. Okay, and for that, we are having the security reasons. And here we have a security group. You can click on the security group and see in this security group, the basic thing is that what we are utilizing, we are adding some authentication or we are adding some permissions over here. Okay, so I will add certain rule as of now. As of now, I have added a custom file which is called as IPv4. Okay, and I have given 0.0. That means I am allowing all people who have this IP to access. Okay, as of now, if you can see, the site is not reachable. Okay, but now what I will do, I will save the change. I will save the change. Once I have saved these changes, once I have allowed, we will see we have successfully come into the website or come into the static website. Is it clear? So this inbound rule concept is very critical. This inbound rule or the security concern is very critical. Okay, we have certain permission, certain limitation to whom I want to access, to whom I do not want to access. Okay, now what I will do, I will try to attach my system, my mobile with this. Okay, just give me a wait. I'll give permission to this. Okay, first of all, what I will do, I will give here all traffic and I will give the IP of my mobile phone. This is the IP of my mobile phone. Okay, now I want to check whether I am able to see the same IP, this 3.139.90202 from my mobile phone or not. Okay, and I have saved the changes. I have saved the changes. Now I will give the permission to me. See if you can see my screen. I use Pooja Sai. Are you available with your system?
Yes, we.
Okay. Please, I am giving you the host permission. Please try to share. Okay, I use just try to share your screen. I use no need to access the website. Just open a browser and implement 3.131.90.202.
C dot
3.3. I'm copying it in the chat box. Wait.
okay.
Yeah. Just try to implement the same.
ये वेब वर्क नहीं कर रही.
I'm saying open a new browser. Open a
Open a
new
new
browser.
browser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
try to see my
see my
IP.
IP.
My
My
IP.
IP.
See my
See
IP.
my
See my
see
IP. My IP. Yeah. Enter it. Click it.
my
Click the up one. Huh? And just give this 115.98. 115.98. Copy that one and give me in the chat box. Yeah. Give me in the chat box. Now what I will do, see. Now I am sharing the screen. Now I will give the permission. Now I will give the permission to only to IUs. Okay. Only to IUs. What IUs has given, the IP is 115.98.92.6. Only to IUs I want to give this credential. Okay. And I have set the rules. Again, now IUs, what I will do, I will give you the permission of host. I will give you the permission of host. Try to share and try to launch that again. Try to launch that again. Try to launch that IP again, which is 3.31, 3.31.90.202. 3. Yes. Now you are able to see. Okay. That means what? With certain inbound rule. What do you understand by inbound rule now? What do you understand by inbound rule now? Inbound rule means I am giving certain authentication or authorization to certain specific people only. To certain specific people only. Okay. Here I have lot of things. Like here, if you will come down, you can give to elastic graphic, you can give to RDP. RDP means remote desktop. So as per the client requirement, they will give you a custom script. Okay, they will give you a custom script, and as per this custom script, whatever the requirement of client will be there, as per that you have to do. And here in the custom, you can specify if you want to directly give to someone specific, or if you want to, if if now anyone else apart from Ayush, if anyone else is trying to see if I will, even if I will try, I will try again, copy, and I will try in a browser. See, let me try. Let me see, can I able to do it? Even I have created this website, but I do not have that authentication or authorization to use that page. Okay, this is the beauty of, see, this is I cannot able to reach. But once I will make sure, that I will make it to my IPv4 and I will save, and now anyone can access. Anyone can access. If I'll just make a refresh, anyone access. Okay, so this inbound is nothing but, inbound means, it is nothing but, it is setting up a, it is setting up some authentication rules. The inbound rules means controlling the incoming traffic to your instance, so that only certain specific people, can utilize. And basically we are saying it as, it is acting like a firewall. It is acting like a firewall. Okay, which protects our internal network from the outside threat. Is it clear up to now? So what I will do, I will just give you this script, entire script, in the chat box. Try to implement these things. Try to implement these things. Okay. Try to implement these things. And now one more thing. If if the manager, if your manager says that I want the same replication, I want the same website to be hosted in another 3 instances, so what we can do, it is very easy, guys. So there is a service which is called as AMI, Amazon Machine Image. There is a service which is called as AMI, Amazon Machine Service. What we can do, we can replicate, we can copy this entire website, is this entire database or this entire instance to the different one which we will be creating. So for this, what we need to do, we need to click this, we need to go to the action, we need to go to the image and templates, and then create an image. Then create an image. I am writing it here, demo AMI, understanding concept of AMI. Again, I am saying, please give certain description to your image and tags to your image, so that you will be, it will be a habit, because whenever you will go to any office, or you, whenever you will start doing work, it will be helpful for you, because in real time work, without authentication, without description and without tag, we are not doing work. So it is the best practice if you are giving the tags and descriptions. Okay, post that you can come up here and you can create an image. You can create an image. Now see what he is saying. Now currently creating a AMI. AMI of this alphanumeric name has been created from the instances. That means I have copied the entire instances to an AMI like this. So what you can understand, that means I have a specified, instance which I have created. Yes or no? I have a specified instance which I have created, but, and in that I have hosted one website. I have hosted an website. Okay, website. And it doesn't mean that only website will be replicated. If you are hosting Jenkins in it, if you are hosting Docker in it, if you are hosting Kubernetes in it, entire thing will be replicated. Okay, entire thing will be replicated. Now, how you are going to replicate? How you are going to replicate this entire thing? How you are going to replicate this entire thing? See, there is a certain specific way through which we can do. There is a specific way through which we can do this process, and this is as follows. What we need to do, first of all, we need to go to the we need to click on the instance which we need to replicate. That means replicate in terms means we want to copy that one. Okay. Then what we will do? Then we need to go to action. Okay. Then we need to go to image and template. We need to go to image and template. Post that, we will go to create image, give the give name, description, and tag, and create AMI. Once this AMI will get created, now on the left corner, you will find the AMI segment. And that click on that, and you will find the AMI on the specific name, and post that. Launch instances, launch instances using AMI, using AMI. Okay. Now what will happen? You can create multiple instances, not only one instance. You can create multiple instances through this. We will see in description, but we can create multiple instances through this. Okay. What we can create multiple instances like this. This can be an instance. Again, this can be an instance. Again, this can be a instance. Okay. And the main thing is that it will be replicated the same thing what the original instance was there. It will replicate the same thing what the original instance was present. Are you getting my point? The same thing it will show up here. The same thing it will show up here. Okay. It will show the same thing. Okay. Here also it will show the same thing. Okay. So this is the entire description what we have discussed. Now let's see the practical. We have done up to the creation of AMI. We will go to the left corner and we will click on the AMI. And meantime, our AMI is created. We can give any name, like I will give AMI demo class. Okay. And once we need to save it, and we need to check whether it is available or not. See, it is available. The time is 11:33. And see, whenever you are creating any AMI, it is a good habit to deregister. Deregister means to delete those things. Okay. Now I have AMI. I am clicking on this AMI as it is available. You can see. Okay. Now I will launch instance from AMI. I will launch instance from AMI. Now I will give some instance demo instance. I have given one. But I want to replicate two instances. Same thing, T2 micro, a key pair is required. Okay. And I will launch an instance. I will launch the instance. Another beautiful thing is here, if you will do any modification in any one of these, we have created two instances. If you will do any modification in the security group or anything in anywhere, it will automatically showcase the thing in the second one. Okay, let's see. I'm clicking on the first one. I'm clicking on the first one. So what is this instance? This is instance. I am changing it to 2. Okay, and I am saving it. And I am doing modification in the security group of 2. Okay, I will go to the security. I will edit the inbound rule. I will add rules. I will do all traffic, and I will go for a custom IPv4, and I will save the rule. I have saved the rule where? Now in the EC2 instance 2. Okay. But now if I will go down and if I will check EC2 instance 1, if I will check EC2 instance 1, we have not done any modification till now. But if I will go to the security group of EC2 instance 1 and I will check the inbound, magic will happen automatically. Whatever we have implemented into, it is showing in the one. It is showing in the one. Okay, and the vice versa will happen. If I will do any modification here, it will automatically get replicated over there. Okay, now I will save the change. Now I will go to this EC2 instance and I will take the copy. I will take the IPs. I will take the IPs. Like here it is 3.139. 3.139. Now let me see whether it is happening or not, whether it is working or not. See, it is working. Again, I will fetch the instance 2. Again, I will fetch the instance 2 and I will try to replicate the same thing. I will try to replicate the same thing here. Okay. Now the 3 website, the initial website is this one, which we have created. The initial website is this one, which we have created, which is showing like this. See, if I will check 3.139, it is showing 172.31.42.58. 172.31.42.58. It is showing the private IP. It is showing me the private IP. Okay. But if you will come to this also, it will be showing the same thing. It will be showing the same thing. 172.31, 172.31.42 and 58. Are you getting my point? And this one will also showcase the same thing. 172.31.42 and 58. Is it clear? Why it is happening? As the IP address, as the private IP address of all the 3 instances are different. If you will check, all the private IPs are different. If for this, it is 172.31.42.58. But if I will check for instance 2, the IP is 172.31.43.89. And if I will check for the instance 1, it is 172.31.44.74. But when we are looking into these things, we are not fetching that private IP. Whereas we are only fetching the private IP of this. Why it is happening? Because through AMI, we have created these 2 demos or these 2 instances. Whatever the thing it contains in the demo website Linux, the exact replication it is replicating in other 2 instances. Are you getting my point? The exact replicating is happening in these 2 instances. Okay. So for these, the private IP is 172.31.42 and 58. So it is replicating in other two instances. So today, what we have gone through, we have gone through the concept of how to demonstrate a website in Linux platform. What is inbound concept? How we are going and doing the modification in the security groups. Okay. And how to create the AMIs out of a website, and then implementing those AMIs and launching some multiple instances. And whatever we have given in the parent instance, whatever we have given in the parent instance, this instance, only that specific one will be replicated. That means I have given the private IP of this private IP. Okay. I have given the private IP for this. So the same private IP will be replicating over here. So same private IP will be replicating over here. The same private IP will be replicating over here. And the same private IP will be replicating over here. Are you getting my point? This is the beauty of AMI, that the entire thing, we have done here, whatever we have done here, what he will do, he will try to replicate the exact thing over down this. He will try to replicate the exact thing down to this. So this is the architecture of AMI, if I will say. This is the architecture of AMI. Are you getting my point? So through AMI, what is the benefit of AMI now? Now from AMI, I am able to create multiple instances at a time. Suppose here only 2 instances I have created. You will say it is very easy, I can replicate within 5 minutes. But if I will say I want 100 instances, is it possible? And again, doing the security changes in 100 instances, is it possible? Because if you will create manually instance and if you will try to host the website, you have to do manually the configuration of the security changes. But if you are creating a AMI and if you are doing any modification in the security group, it automatically gets replicated in the other different instances. So with AMI, just create AMI, launch instance, multiple instance, do the modification in one instance, and it will replicate or it will showcase in the other instance by default. This is the beauty of AMI. Are you getting my point? So today we have learned about IAM. Today we have learned how to host the AMI, how to host the static website. In the upcoming class, I have recorded it, guys, but because of the unavailability of network issue, I am not able to upload. I'll try to upload it by today. Okay. So this one also I will give you very soon. But what I request you, I want you guys to do the hands-on of this. Okay. See, for me it is very easy because I am doing every day. But for you, it will take time. Okay. So what I request, please go through this video 2 to 3 times and try to replicate the same thing. And in between, you just give the IP to give your personal IP and check, give someone other IP and check. Okay. So that it will give a hands-on. Okay. Hope you do not have any such doubt as of now. If you do have doubt, please ask. You are free to ask the questions now. And after the use, please do terminate everything, even the AMI also. Even the AMI also, even though it will not cost you, But again, as I have said you previously, it is a good practice of making and deleting each thing. Okay. So we are not following the conservation of energy. So please delete everything. Okay. And here I have deleted. Okay. Now, if you have doubt, then please go ahead. Otherwise, for today's task, please create at least 5 instances, 5 different websites in the Linux platform. Okay. And try to replicate the AMI and in AMI create each three instance. Okay, that means 3 into 5 15, and this 5 20 instance you have to create overall. Okay, why I am giving this much more task? You will say repeated work and all. Yes, it is repeated one, but if you will do this, the work will be inside your blood. You can do at any time. Okay, and I will be giving you certain interview oriented questions from AMIs as quick as possible. Just go through that, and whatever the assignment I am giving, please try to complete it within that day. Okay, hope you any guys any doubt? Now I'm stopping sharing the recordings. Thanks, thanks for everyone to join the class. And if you do have any doubt, after this I am making a video call, sorry, audio call in group. We can have a discussion in the group itself. Okay. Any doubt regarding this video? Okay, regarding today what we have discussed. And one more thing, please be do the work very seriously, because that is very important. Okay. And again, as I am I want to like this video, because it will be uploaded in YouTube very soon. Okay, so please do like and share and subscribe the channel, I hope. And let's meet within 5 minutes in our WhatsApp call. Okay, thank you guys.